Well, good afternoon. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays, coming to you live from North Carolina, where we have a beautiful day, a little warmer than we've been having the last week or so, but beautiful nonetheless, and just thankful to have this day. And I'm coming to you this afternoon to bring you some Glory Days boxing with our 32-man double elimination tournament in the BunkerBoxing League. And we are into the second round and are excited to see what's going to unfold. Yesterday, we were doing a little NFL 1983 action with Pro Strategy Football 2021, where we saw the Washington Redskins thrash the Los Angeles Raiders in a Week 5 game. Also, I'll be starting probably by the end of the week my first time doing a cards and dice baseball game with payoff pitch baseball. And we will be doing the 1979 season and playing as the Pittsburgh Pirates, the We Are Family Pirates. And I haven't yet decided. I'm going to play another team as well, but I haven't determined that yet. But we will start off a series, the starting series of the season with the Montreal Expos. So that's what we got on store for the week. Probably going to week 6 with Pro Strategy Football and then some payoff pitch. But today we are going to be taking a hard look at Glory Days Boxing in our elimination tournament. And today we will be having a bout in the loser's bracket, the win and stay or lose and leave part of the tournament. And we will be having Lennox Lewis fighting David Tua. Lennox Lewis is the higher seeded fighter. In this tournament, I have decided to have the higher rated fighter fight out of the red corner and have momentum as we go into the fight. Lennox Lewis will be fighting out of the red corner with a 41 win, 2 loss, 1 draw career with 32 knockouts. Lewis is a 9-star fighter with power. His power is a 6 and an 8 if his opponent is stunned, while his chin knockdown is a 2 and he stuns 3 to 4. But because he has 9 stars to the 8 of Tua, he will have the front runner trait, and if more ring general stars than his opponent, we're going to take -1 from the chin knockdown. So he's going to go to a 1, and I'm assuming he'll stun 2, 2, and 3. His chin KO is kind of high at 4, so he knocks out easily. His will is a 3. He cuts at a 4, and he fouls at a 6. Our referee is Frank Cappuccino, so he calls it tough. It's a +2, so his fouls will go to an 8, but he's quick on stoppages, so the will, he's not quick on stoppages, excuse me. The will rating is going to go down to a 2. Lennox Lewis is more accurate from the outside as he lands from 0 to 52% of his punches, while 0 to 47 on the inside. And he is, on his defense, he blocks punches 1 to 4, and on a roll of 5, he will add a punch, and he counters from 1 to 6. David Tua had a career record of 52 wins, 5 losses, and 2 draws with 43 knockouts. He, too, is a power puncher with a 6 and a 9 if his opponent is stunned, hurt, or fatigued. His chin knockdown is low at a 1, and he stuns from 2 to 4. His chin KO is a 1, so David Tua is one tough individual to take a punch. His will go down to 1. He'll cut at a 5, and he will foul now at an 8. He is a mauler, so we're going to subtract 10 from the opponent's stamina, to start the fight. So I'm going to have to knock 10 off. So both fighters have poor stamina. Both will be at 60 for this fight. David Tua is not a very accurate puncher. He's best on the inside, but that's 0 to 46 on the inside. On the outside, he's 0 to 34. So he definitely will want to take this fight inside where he can maul Lennox Lewis. His defense is poor. On a roll of 1 to 2, he will take away a punch, but 3 to 5, he will add, and he only counters from 1 to 4. Again, our ref for today is Frank Cappuccino, and our judges for this bout are Adelaide Bird, Gwen Adair, and Glenn Trowbridge. So that's the tell of the tape. Both fighters have got their instructions from their corners. They meet center ring and get their instructions from Frank Cappuccino. They touch gloves, go to their opposing corners. The bell rings as the dice roll. 4 and 1. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis from the outside. 35, he will start off from the outside. 35 from the outside. Sharp 3-punch combo. 3 punches land. No, Kipper. My dog is wanting up on my lap. That's not going to be good. So he lands, and there will be a chin check for David Tua as he lands heavy with that roll of 3. Tua looks to answer back. He does with a roll of 20 on the outside. That will be 4 punches landed by Tua. Levy, he lands heavy rights and lefts. 4 punches land for Tua. But now, chin check for David Tua. His chin is a 1 for a knockdown and 4 for a stunned. And it is a 11. So we keep marching on to the 240 segment as now David Tua has momentum as he landed more punches in that last segment. 5 and 3. This time we'll see Lennox Lewis on the inside, 72 from the inside. He misses. Counter opportunity for Tua, but he will not counter as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 5 and 6. See a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off from the inside. 48 from the inside. He misses. Lennox Lewis looks to answer back with a 95 from the inside. That is a punch landed, but there will be a foul check, and the roll of 1 is indeed a foul. What will that foul be? It is a headbutt. So Lennox Lewis here in the first round getting nasty as he is headbutted. And got the warning from Frank Cappuccino as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. Double deuces. We'll see David Tua on the offensive from the outside. 26 from the outside. That will be 3 punches landed, but one of those was blocked by Lewis. So 2 punches land, but they are heavy punches as there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis, whose chin knockdown now is a 1. And he takes that punch and just keeps moving forward as both fighters are throwing heavy leather here in the first round. 3 and a 6. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. David Tua leading off from the inside, 18 from the inside. He lands heavy rights and lefts. 4 punches land, and they are heavy, hard punches, as there will again be a chin check for Lennox Lewis. But first, he fires back with a 77 from the inside. He misses, and the chin check now for Lennox Lewis. And he takes that punch and just keeps moving forward. Minute 20 left in the round. 3-2. See again another toe-to-toe from the inside with David Tua leading off from the inside. 75. He misses. Lennox Lewis answers back. He misses as well as we go to the minute mark of the round. 5-1. We'll again see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off. 28 from the inside. He charges in behind a lead cross. 3 punches landed by Tua. And there will be a cut check for Lennox Lewis, but he fires back with a 42 from the inside. He brings a jab in that snaps the head with a cross in behind it. 2 punches landed, and there'll be a chin check for David Tua. But first, a cut check for Lennox Lewis. He does not cut. Now, chin check for David Tua. It is a roll of 7, and he goes on to the 42nd mark here in the round. 2-5. We'll see Lennox Lewis leading off from the inside. 43 from the inside. Brisk snapping jab. Snaps the head back. 2 more punches landed by Lennox Lewis. No counter as we go to the 22nd mark of the round. As we close out this round. 4-6. Be a toe-to-toe this time from the outside. Lennox Lewis leading off. 11 from the outside. Combinations from every angle. 4 punches land, and there will be a cut check for David Tua. But first, he fires back with an 0-4 from the outside. He walks away with he wells away. What walks? He wells away rights and lefts. 4 punches landed. Now the cut check for David Tua. And it is a 12 as the bell rings. Both fighters go back to their corner. A very, very good round for David Tua. As in that round, Lennox Lewis landed 12 punches to the 17 for David Tua. So a 5-punch differential. So our judges will need to go to their scorecards. Judge Adelaide Bird. Okay. Judge Gwen Adair. And now Glenn Trowbridge. Judges' scores are in. First, Judge Adelaide Bird. Gwen Adair turns in her card, and then Glenn Trowbridge. First round in the books as we go to round number 2. Both fighters up off their stools, getting their final instructions. As the bell rings and the dice roll, double deuces. We'll see David Tua on the outside, 0-7 from the outside. He lands heavy rights and lefts. 4 punches landed by David Tua. And there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis as he lets all those punches go through. Chin check for Lewis, and he just keeps moving forward as we go to the 240 mark in the round. As he takes all those punches. 6-3, toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off from the inside. 30 from the inside. He charges in behind a lead cross. 3 more punches landed by Tua as he's getting through the defenses. 61 for Lennox Lewis. He misses as we go to the 220 mark in the round. As David Tua so far is dominating this fight. 1 and a 6, another toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off with an 84 from the inside. And that's a clinch. No punches land in the segment as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 2. 6 and 3. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. 40 from the inside for David Tua. He digs the hook to the body and then one to the head. 2 punches land. And there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis. But first, he fires back with a 65, and he misses. And that 3 on the dice will stun Lennox Lewis here in round number 2. He is stunned, so we'll go into the minute 40 segment with Tua on the offensive, unopposed. From the outside, 0-6. He lands heavy from the outside, an 0-6 from the outside. Heavy lefts and rights. 4 more punches land as Tua is just going to town on Lennox Lewis. And that will be another chin check as all those punches get through. First the chin check, and then there will be a will check. Chin check. It is a 2, and because he is stunned, no, that's still just a stun. But now the will check, or is that just a will check? The will check, I don't know how to play that. Will check for Lennox Lewis. It is a 7. He keeps moving forward, but he is stunned once again. There will be another unopposed segment as we go to the minute 20 mark, as David Tua is just welling away. But this time, from the outside, he misses the opportunity as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 6 and 2. We'll see Tua again on the offensive from the outside. 10 from the outside. Again, 4 more punches land by David Tua. And another one gets through as with the defensive ad. And now there will be a cut check. There wasn't a defensive ad, excuse me. Now the cut check. And he does not cut as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 6 and 5. You'll have to excuse me. Excuse me for that. Potential spam, I don't think I'll answer that. 6 and 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the outside. 57 from the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity for David Tua, and he indeed counters back with 2 more punches landed as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round, being dominated by David Tua. 6 and 2. We'll see David Tua on the offensive from the outside. He misses. No counter as the bell ring with a round just dominated by David Tua, as there were no punches landed that round by Lennox Lewis. to 19 for Tua. The judges will score this one easily. Those are 10-8 rounds. Oops. And Lennox Lewis is already in trouble because his stamina is already down to 24 as opposed to Tua's 48, who's doubled up on him with stamina. So we go to round number 3 with Lennox Lewis' corner telling him, you need to get busy. You're getting beat in this fight. As we go to round number 3, the bell rings, the dice rolls, 4 and a 5. This time, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the outside, 36 from the outside. 3 sharp punches land, but one of those is taken on the gloves by David Tua as he blocks one. 2 punches land as we go to the 240 segment here in the round, 1 and a 4. Again, we'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside, 49 from the inside. He misses. There will be no counter from David Tua as we go to the next segment, 6 and 5. Again, Lennox Lewis from the outside, 69 from the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity for David Tua, and he does indeed counter with 2 hooks, one to the body and one to the head of Lennox Lewis. As we go to the 2-minute mark of the round, 3 and 2. Toe-to-toe from the outside. David Tua leading off from the outside, 93. It is a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. As we go to the next, double deuces. This is David Tua leading off from the outside, 12 from the outside. Lands heavy rights and lefts. 4 more punches land. And there will be no counter from Lennox Lewis as we go further into this round, 1 and a 3. We'll see Lennox Lewis this time on the offensive from the inside. 48 from the inside. He misses again, but no counter as we go to the minute mark of the round. 1 and 4. See Lennox Lewis on the inside, 80 on the inside. He misses. Counter by David Tua. He misses as well. So we go to the 42nd mark of the round, 3 and 6. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off, 62 from the inside. He misses. Lewis fires back with a 73. He misses as well as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round as the fight is getting sloppy. 3 and 4. See Lennox Lewis on the outside, and we have our first event check. Let's roll for the event. It's a 92. What do we have here? Things get personal. +2 to both fighters' foul ratings on all foul checks the rest of the round. And that will not apply here as the bell rings. And this round, it has ended. That was an evenly fought round. But still the advantage going to Tua as there was 4 punches landed that round by Lewis to 6 by Tua. Much slower production that round. Just a 2-point differential. See what our judges have to say with just a 2-punch differential. First judge, Adelaide Bird. All right. Now Gwen Adair. And Glenn Trowbridge. Judges' scores are in. All right. Judges' scores are in. Gwen Adair with her scores. Now Trowbridge. And we go on to round number 4. Round number 4 in this 10-round bout. Again, I have Tua leading this fight pretty handily so far. I think the first round I would have called it fairly even. The last two have been all, especially that second round, that 10-8 round. But we're going to round 4. Stamina points will be 44 for Tua, 18 for Lewis. Bell rings, dice roll, 2 and a 1. We'll see David Tua on the offensive from the inside, 63 from the inside. He misses, no counter as we go to the second segment, 2 and 6. Again, David Tua on the offensive from the inside, 42 from the inside. He digs a hook to the body. 2 punches land. And no count, no defense as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 1 and 6. This time toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off from the inside. 23. Charges in behind a lead cross. 3 more punches land. And now Lennox Lewis fires back with a 72. He misses as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 5 and 6. Be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leads off. He misses. Lennox Lewis looking to fire back with a 49. But that is outside of his range as we go to the minute 40 mark. Both fighters having trouble landing punches, even though Tua has landed 5 to none for Lennox Lewis so far, 6 and 5. This time Lewis on the offensive from the outside, 37 from the outside. He snaps a 3-punch combo. 3 punches land, and he does indeed land this time. And there will be a chin check of David Tua. Chin check, and he takes that easily. He just keeps moving forward. Minute 20 in the round. 6 and 1. David Tua on the offensive from the inside. A 92 from the inside. That is a clinch as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 1 and 4. Lennox Lewis on the inside. 56 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the 42nd mark. 2 and 6. This time David Tua on the inside. 33 from the inside. Charges in behind that cross again. 3 more punches land. And the defensive check for Lewis, he adds another as an uppercut gets through the guard and snaps the head of Lennox Lewis as we go to the 22nd mark of the round. 4 and 4. This time, Lennox Lewis closing out the round, an 89 from the outside. 89 from the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity for David Tua, and he counters back big with 2 hooks to the body of Lennox Lewis as the bell sounds to end the round. Another round won by David Tua, as in that round there were 3 punches landed by Lennox Lewis to 11 for David Tua. 8-punch differential. How will our judges score this round? 5 to 8-punch differential. Adelaide Bird. Win Adair. And Glenn Trowbridge. All the judges' scorecards are in as Adelaide Bird hands in her card to the commission, as does Gwen Adair and Glenn Trowbridge. Now we are into round number 5. Stamina, 41 for David Tua, 7 for Lennox Lewis. As Lewis gets up wearily off his stool, David Tua with a grin on his face, seeing that he has his opponent stunned. Bell rings, dice roll, 6 and 3. See a toe-to-toe from the inside. David Tua leading off from the inside, 93 from the inside. That will be a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. As we go to the 240 mark in the round, 4 and 1. Will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off, 66 from the inside. He misses. Lennox Lewis fires back with 69. He misses as well as we go to the 220 mark. 2 and 3. David Tua on the offensive from the inside. 19 from the inside. Charges in behind a lead cross. 3 punches land, but one of those will be defended. So only 2 get through. As we go to the 2-minute mark in the round, as Lennox Lewis takes one of those on the gloves. 5 and 4. See Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. 75 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the minute 40 mark. 2 and 4. We'll see David Tua on the inside. 44 on the inside. He digs the hook to the body. 2 more punches land, and there will be a cut check for Lennox Lewis as he allows both of those punches through. One bouncing off his temple. Possible cut, but no cut as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 1 and 1, toe-to-toe from the inside. This time, David Tua leading off big from the inside. 0-0 from the inside. He wells away with both hands. 5 punches land. Lennox Lewis looks to fire back with a 30 from the inside himself. Sharp 3-punch combo. He lands 3 punches as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 6. Toe-to-toe again. Tua will lead off with an 85 from the inside. That will be a clinch again as we go to the 42nd mark. Another round being won by David Tua. 5 and 1. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Tua leading off. He misses. Lennox Lewis firing back with a 60. He misses as well as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. 6 and 2. David Tua on the outside. 25 from the outside. Charges in behind a lead cross. He lands 3 more punches as the bell sounds for round number 5. Another round to David Tua. And it's amazing the way the dice have been rolling for you would think that David Tua was the more adept boxer, but that has not played out in this fight. A 9-punch differential. And with these judges, we already know how they're going to score. So we are going into round number 6, and Lennox Lewis is now fatigued. So we'll be reading off his right column, and David Tua's power now goes up to a 9 because we have a fatigued fighter. Round number 6 is now underway. The bell rings, the dice rolls as Lennox Lewis is now going into the deep waters of fatigue. 1 and a 6, toe-to-toe from the inside. David Tua leading off, 25 from the inside. He's charging in behind a lead cross, landing 3 punches behind that cross, going also to the body of Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis fires back with a 27 himself from the inside. Sharp 3-punch combo. He lands 3 punches. As we go to the 240 mark here in the round. 5 and 2. Toe-to-toe. Again, from the outside. 67 from the outside. Tua will miss. Lennox Lewis firing back with a 51 from the outside. It's a brisk jab. And he will land one of those punches as he's now fatigued. 220 in the round. 3 and 5. This time, Lennox Lewis from the outside, a 10 from the outside. Combination from angles, 3 punches land. And one of those will be taken back as Tua takes one on the gloves as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 6 and 1. This time, David Tua on the inside. 56 from the inside. He misses. There will be no counter as we go to the minute 40 mark. 4 and 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the outside. 13 on the outside. 3 more punches land. And there will be a chin check for David Tua as another one is added. 4 punches indeed land with his defense. Now chin check for David Tua. And he is stunned. Lennox Lewis is coming out fighting in desperation. He has stunned. He has stunned David Tua here in round number 6. So we will go to the next segment, the minute 20 segment, with Lennox Lewis unopposed from the inside, an 11 from the inside. 3 more punches landed by Lennox Lewis, which will call for a will check on David Tua. And he keeps moving forward as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 6 and 3. Will be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis leading off from the outside. 75 from the outside. He misses. David Tua answering back with a 53 from the outside. He misses as we go to the 42nd segment in the round. 6 and 3. Another toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis from the outside. An 0-1 from the outside. Jab starts a 4-punch combo as Lewis is feeling the desperation and firing away here in round number 6. David Tua looks to answer back with the 68. He misses, and we go to the 22nd mark of the round. 4 and 3. Lennox Lewis from the outside, 61 from the outside. He misses as the bell rings. A great comeback round for Lennox Lewis. Is in that round, he knew he had to get busy, and he landed 17 punches to only 3 for David Tua. As we go to the judges' scores. All right, Judge Adelaide Burr. And we have a 14 punch differential. All right. Win Adair. And Glenn Trowbridge. All right. Judges' scores are in. Good round for Lennox Lewis as he won that round. The first one, I believe he's won since round number 1. So here we go, round number 7. This 10-round bout. Lennox Lewis is fatigued. David Tua with 21 stamina left. Bell rings, dice roll, 4 and a 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the outside, 69 from the outside for Lennox Lewis. He misses. Counter opportunity is missed by David Tua as we go to the 240 segment of the round. 5 and 1. Toe-to-toe from the inside, Lennox Lewis leading off. He misses. David Tua firing back with an 88 from the inside. That is a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. 1 and 6. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off from the inside. An 83. That is another clinch as we go to the 2-minute mark. As Lennox Lewis is hanging on, feeling fatigue. 2 and 5 will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off. 21 from the inside. Sharp 2-punch combo landed by Lennox Lewis. And there will be a chin check of David Tua, but first Tua fires back with a 12 from the inside. He lands 4 punches, and there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis as well as both fighters land heavily. First chin check for David Tua. And he will be stunned, but what did his punch do? He's not knocked down. It does not have the effect. So in round 7, we have a stunned David Tua once again. As we go to the minute 40 segment, Lennox Lewis will be unopposed as he's firing from the outside, an 83 from the outside, and Tua clinches to clear the cobwebs out of his head as he's been rung up by Lennox Lewis in this round. 5 and 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis again on the inside, 98 from the inside. That will be a punch landed, but foul check. And it indeed is a foul because of our judge, Frank Campicino. And that foul will be a headbutt. And that's the second headbutt warning for Lennox Lewis. Third warning will cost him a point. As we go to the minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 3. We'll see Lennox Lewis again on the inside. Combination again from all angles. 3 punches land. As we go to the 40-second mark, as there will be no counter 3-3. Again, Lennox Lewis on the outside this time. 51 from the outside. He will get one punch in. And there will be a chin check of David Tua once again. This time, he just laughs it off as we go to the 22nd segment here in the round. 2-3. This time, David Tua on the offensive from the inside. 73 from the inside. He misses as the bell sounds to end round number 7. And in that round, we've seen 7 punches landed by Lennox Lewis, but they were heavy, hard punches that one of them stunned David Tua. Tua in that round just landed 4. So that will be judges giving their scores, as it seems like Lennox Lewis has woken up in these last 2 rounds to try to get back in this fight as we go to round number 8. Round number 8. Both opponents now tired. Lewis definitely fatigued. David Tua down to 14 stamina points. Bell rings, dice rolls. 5 and a 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the inside, 38 from the inside. A brisk punch. 2 punches land, but only 1 punch he can throw, and one of those was blocked. So no punches landed in that segment because of the defense of David Tua blocked the only punch Lennox Lewis could throw because he was fatigued. 3 and 4. This time Lewis on the outside, 81 from the outside. He misses. No counter from Tua as we go to the 220 segment. 2 and 4. This time, David Tua from the inside, 49 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. Both fighters having trouble getting off in this round. 4 and 2, toe-to-toe from the inside. Lewis leading off from the inside. 12 from the inside. He will land 3 punches as Tua looks to fire back with a 15 himself from. He will land 3 punches, and they are heavy, hard punches, as there will be a chin check of Lennox Lewis, but the 13 is well outside that range as we go to the minute 40 mark. 5 and 2. Toe-to-toe this time. Lennox Lewis still leading off. From the inside, 40 from the inside. He will get 1 punch in as David Tua fires back with a 79. He misses as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 1 and 3. Again, Lennox Lewis on the inside, 77 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the minute mark of the round. 2 and 5. Again, see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off. He gets 4 punches landed as David Tua looks to fire back with a 73. And he misses as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 3 and 2. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Again, Lewis leading off from the outside. He lands 4 more punches as he's beginning to feel his rhythm here late in the rounds. 73. Tua misses as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. 4 and 1. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis leading off. He let sharp 2-punch combo as he lands 2 more punches as David Tua fires back with a 62. He misses as the bell sounds. Another round for Lennox Lewis as he's fighting better now, fatigued than he did when he was filling his wild oats. As he lands 14 punches to 3 for David Tua. So we got 2 more rounds in this fight. And I would say now this fight is anybody's fight, as both fighters now are fatigued. Round number 9 is about to begin. Both fighters stumble out of their corners, tired and weary. They eye their opponent. Round 9 to begin. Bell rings, dice rolls. 1 and 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the inside. 43 from the inside. He lands 1 punch as the 1 punch gets through. As we go to the 240 segment. 5 and 1. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off. He misses. David Tua firing back. A 21 from the inside. He'll land 2 punches. He charges in behind a lead cross, landing 2 punches himself. As we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 2 and 6. We'll see David Tua on the inside, 49 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 3 and 2. Toe-to-toe. David Tua leading off with an 0-9 from the inside. He'll land heavy rights and lefts. 3 punches land, and there will be a cut check for Lennox Lewis. But first, he fires back with a 50. He misses. Now, the cut check. He cuts at a 4. The roll is a 6, so he does not cut as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 6 and 4, toe-to-toe. From the inside, David Tua leading off. 3 more heavy lefts and rights. Land for David Tua. Lewis fires back with an 0-1. He fires back big as he lands 4 punches of his own. As 4 more punches by Lewis gets through as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 5 and 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the inside, 42 from the inside. He will get 1 punch through as we go to the minute mark of the round. Both fighters giving it their all. 3 and a 6, toe-to-toe from the outside. 93 from the outside. That will be a clinch. No punches landed as we go to the 42nd mark of the round. 2 and 6. We'll see David Tua on the offensive from the inside. 24 from the inside. 3 punches land, but only 1 gets through his fatigue, and the defense of Lennox Lewis only allow 1 punch through as we go to the last 20 seconds of round number 9. 5 and 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. 66 from the inside. He misses as the bell rings to end round number 9. A very tightly contested round as Lewis landed 6 punches. To the 9 of David Tua. So how will our judges score this round with this 3-punch differential? We will see Judge Adelaide Bird, Win Adair, and Glenn Trowbridge. All right, scores are in. And I am going into round 10. I don't know who's going to win this fight. Right now, it could be a draw, but you never know how judges are going to score. as both fighters up off their stools. They're tired, they're weary. This has been a battle. Neither fighter has been down in this fight. They've been stunned, but no one has had a seat on the canvas. They look at each other, they come out, they touch gloves out of mutual respect. The bell rings, the dice roll. 1 and a 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. He lands 4 heavy punches from the inside. There will be no defense as we go to the 240 mark here in the round. 2 and 5. Will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off from the inside. He will land 2 punches as David Tua looks to fire back with a 66, but he misses as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 6 and 1. This time, David Tua on the inside. 28 from the inside. Charges in. He lands 2 hard, heavy punches that get by the guard of Lennox Lewis, and there will be a chin check of Lennox Lewis. And he has been knocked down. He has been knocked down here in round number 10. David Tua has come up and he has floored Lennox Lewis here in round number 10 with a heavy left hook that put Lennox Lewis on the canvas. Now, KO check. His KO now is a 7. Anything 7 and under in this fight is over, and it is a 9. He does indeed survive that, but he gets up at the count of 9. He takes the full count. And in this next segment, this 2-minute segment, David Tua will be unopposed as he goes with a 2, an 0-4 from the outside. 3 more punches landed. And now a will check of Lennox Lewis. Will check. And he gets up. He endures as we go to the minute 40 segment of the round. 5 and 1. Toe-to-toe from the inside. David Tua leading off from the inside. 43 from the inside. He gets 1 punch in again, and it's hard and heavy. There will be another chin check of Lennox Lewis, but he fires back with a 0-0. He fires back with 4 punches of his own, but now the chin check again of Lennox Lewis. And he survives that chin check as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. Double sixes. We'll see David Tua on the inside, 57 from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 2. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off. He will land 3 more punches. Now David Tua looking to answer back with an 0-1 from the inside. He lands 4 punches, hard and heavy punches. Chin check, but the 14 is well outside of that range as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 1 and a 6, toe-to-toe again from the inside. Lennox Lewis leading off with a 75. He misses. David Tua firing back with a 54. He misses as we go to the last 20 seconds of this bout, this 10-round bout that has went to distance. 2 and 1. We'll see David Tua firing away to end this fight. 18 from the inside. He will close out with 3 more punches landed as the bell rings to end this fight. And I do believe because of that knockdown, that David Tua is going to win this fight. But who knows what the judges have seen? as that round 14 punches were landed by Lewis to 13. But because of the knockdown, it's going to be easy to score for our judges. Turning in their scorecards. So after an exciting 10-round bout, we come to the end of our fight, and it's in the judges' scorecards' hands. So here we go. After 10 rounds of this exciting bout between these two pugilists, we see Lennox Lewis and David Tua beaten and battered. Judge Adelaide Bird scores it 96-91. Judge Gwen Adair scores it 95-94. And Judge Glenn Trowbridge scores it 97-91. Your winner by unanimous decision, David Tua. And folks, I have to tell you, I'm surprised. I really expected Lennox Lewis to win this fight, but David Tua in this fight outboxed Lennox Lewis. I am shocked, but that's the way the dice roll, and that will be the conclusion of our bout. I don't think I got anybody in here live, but I hope someone will come and watch this later and enjoy this great bout between these two great fighters. I hope you have a great day. Soli Deo Gloria.